Hey, what's up everyone? I am back today to bring you all another recap. Today we are taking a look at Super Wildcard Weekend, kicking it off first with the Saturday games, the Seattle Seahawks at the San Francisco 49ers, and I told you all on last week's episode that San Fran is going to win the entire NFC, and they started their playoff run with a dominant performance, beating the Seahawks 41-23. Brock Purdy had 3 touchdowns and another one rushing. McCaffrey, Kittle, Debo, and Elijah Mitchell all got some action in the end zone on the receiving end. San Fran will now host a divisional round game against the Dallas Cowboys this Sunday at 6:30 Eastern, while Seattle is going home. The Los Angeles Chargers at the Jacksonville Jaguars in one of the largest comebacks ever seen. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars came back down 27-0 after throwing 4 first-half interceptions. Jacksonville came out in the second half and shut down Herbert and company, only allowing 3 points the whole rest of the game. Lawrence made up for his mistakes, throwing 4 touchdowns and leading the drive to set up the game-winning field goal to win 31-30. The Jaguars now look ahead to Kansas City, where they will have to take on the number 1 overall team in the AFC, the Chiefs, this Saturday, while the Los Angeles Chargers are sent packing. Going to the Sunday games, the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins almost pulled off one of the most improbable victories in playoff history last weekend, narrowly losing to the Bills 34-31. The Bills now look forward to a rematch against the Cincinnati Bengals this Sunday at 3 p.m. in Buffalo, which should prove to be a very exciting game with Burrow and Allen facing off in the month of January. Going to the Giants at the Vikings, Danny Dimes was looking like Michael Vick out there on Sunday, beating the Minnesota Frauds, using his arms, using his legs, throwing for 301 yards, 2 touchdowns, and rushing for another 78 on 17 carries. After the 31-24 win, the Giants go on to play the number 1 team in the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles, on Saturday night. The Baltimore Ravens at the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincy won this game 24-17, despite the Ravens defense getting after Burrow relentlessly, which seems to be a trend for his entire career. Nonetheless, the Bengals move on to Buffalo this upcoming Sunday, which is 2 more wins to go for either team to make it to the big game, the Super Bowl. The last game of Super Wildcard Weekend brought the Dallas Cowboys over to Tampa, over the Buccaneers' home. Despite being the GOAT and the playoff king, Brady could not get anything done against this Dallas Cowboys defense with the team he had around him. Just no weapons there for him. Dallas won 31-14, and we get to await Tom Brady's decision on joining a new team, retiring, or returning to the Bucs next season for the 2023 year. But before that happens, we will get to see how Dallas fares in San Francisco this Sunday when they look to take down the 49ers with a trip to the NFC Championship on the line. Thank you all so much for tuning in to this Super Wildcard Weekend recap. I'll see you all soon to break down things even further and dive into everything that's taken place over the last week. Until then, peace.